Hello and welcome back to NCTV. I'm Marcus Sanford.
And I'm Xavier Carter, and today on this very festive episode, we bring you a special gift for NC from the Humane Society.
Do you love that tree?
I love this.
Isn't that fun?
Humane Society dropped off a donation tree so that people are able to pick off tags from the tree, purchase items for pets that are in the Humane Society right now.
Who did you get?
I got Daisy.
Oh, I say bye to Mom all the time now.
Thank you.
They were low on donations this year. They weren't going to be able to put a tree up at the Eastridge Mall like they usually do. It's time for NC to really step up and show Casper Humane Society that we are giving people and that we care about animals in the community.
Okay, I'm going to take Shakespeare.
Miss Harris herself has already filled up our bins, so we'll have to call them and have them come pick up her donations, which is really awesome. I mean, those animals there are so many of them, and the Humane Society just really needs those donations, so it was very giving of her to do that. If you come to the office, you can pick a tag, then drop your donation off in the donation bin.
Now you all must have noticed how our school has been understaffed since it's been affecting us for a few weeks. We went on and asked a few teachers on their opinions about this shortage of staff.
Subs are slim. It's hard to get a secure sub for everybody who's being absent. We've been really short this year. But our staff within the building has done an awesome job during their planning periods. They step up and cover classes for each other, and we seem to be doing okay.
I was exposed to COVID earlier, so I was out for 2 weeks due to an exposure from public health. And so during that time, it was really kind of easy to get my lesson plans to kids and make sure that they were doing okay. The second time I got tested, it was positive and I got really sick. And so it's been really difficult as I was home to get several emails that a lot of my students were also out in quarantine, and so trying to manage to get things to my regular kids in class and things to kids who are out on quarantine, it's made it a lot of work.
Over 100 since the beginning of school. As to how many exactly we've got out on leave right now, last I heard it was about the same number of staff, about 30 to 40 kids. But we had 28 out last Monday, and I know it's less than that, but probably around that if you consider teachers and classified staff as well. We're probably closing in on anywhere from 25 to 30 right now.
Have you had to teach extra classes due to the staffing issue?
I haven't, primarily because with the job that I do, the journalism and everything else, I have to use my planning period for planning and for getting things done because I am so busy all the time. So I haven't covered for others, but I know that a lot of people have covered for me, and I truly appreciate that.
So worst case scenario, we would have to probably combine, which puts a lot of numbers in one classroom. We haven't had to do that. People have been so awesome here at NC covering each other, and so far it's been all right.
With the rising number of cases and having gone through this whole thing the last couple weeks, yeah, I think we should go virtual at least for a little while. Doing virtual and in classroom teaching is probably the most difficult, making sure that I've done everything I can for every single student. I will bend over backwards for anybody who needs that help. But being sick myself has been also very difficult in keeping up with all of that. When we went virtual last year, I was ready. I had no problem working with kids online. I just know that if things are going to be getting worse in the community, they're going to be getting worse here as well. And we need to be ready for that, and teachers and students need to be prepared for going virtual. I don't believe, honestly, that kids are going to fall behind if teachers stay up with their virtual learning.
I don't think that's the best thing educationally for people to go virtual. I know some kids handle it much better than others. Until we get an order from the Casper-Natrona Health Department or the governor himself, we're going to stay open until they tell us such time as we can't. If we get to the point where we can't staff and cover classes, that might be an issue, but right now, the Natrona County High School's teachers are just being super amazing. They're giving up their planning time. They're working overtime and double time to continue delivering education live, face-to-face, as well as help those kids who are on remote learning.
Next, we have Justice, who went and interviewed Miss Lynch, who teaches our health and life management class.
Health and life management is like all-encompassing of so many different things for you to be a productive member of society, really. A lot of health and life management happens to be about nutrition, budgeting, safe technology use, relationships, having setting healthy boundaries, having positive interactions with people. So there's a lot that encompasses health and life management. That's a hard one because health and life management and family living go together. Family living is all about healthy relationships, personal, professional, romantic. And I think that a lot of that brings up taboo subjects. They're subjects that teachers and students wouldn't normally talk about in those classes. So it is very difficult a lot of the times for me to actually talk about some of those things because it's just such a, it is like taboo topics. I think the hardest thing to teach my students would be how to be kind, caring, compassionate individuals. Because how do you actually teach that? How do you actually say, this is how you're a kind person. This is how you create healthy relationships. This is how you set healthy boundaries and you're not a toxic person. This is how you recognize toxicity in relationships as well. That is so difficult to teach people because that is something that should be modeled from others. It should be modeled from parents. It should be modeled from other role models. It should be modeled from teachers. And I see that oftentimes those kids aren't getting what they need to know how to be healthy, kind, caring, compassionate individuals.
Now we have a story from Miss Berger, whose physics students are rolling cars with eggs from ramps for an experiment.
All right, so the idea behind this experiment is that students can create a vehicle that's capable of carrying an egg into a collision and protecting the egg while still maintaining a high level of speed going into the crash. And so they're looking specifically at the principles of momentum, kinetic energy, potential energy, and then of course speed and velocity and acceleration. Students get to design this vehicle and it helps them to understand the importance of vehicle safety and why we have things like seat belts and airbags to protect us in a collision. And so they get to see firsthand, and it's kind of fun that after we finish this lab, I hear a lot of students saying, oh, now I get it. Now I know I need to wear my seatbelt because it's important. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you go flying out in a collision versus the seatbelt will protect you and allow the car to take the brunt of the crash. When students are constructing their cars, they're having to think about like what is it, and we've watched videos about the physics of car crash, so they're thinking about what does go into absorbing the impact. Okay, so it's really important that the car takes the brunt of the impact and keeps the occupants like kind of in a zone where they're protected. Okay, so that's the importance of airbags and seatbelts, is it's keeping you in place while the car takes the brunt of the collision and absorbs the energy that comes in from the outside vehicle or object that you run into, however the mechanism of the crash is. Yeah, the kids have a lot of fun with this. They get really creative. One of the cars looks like a little mouse. Another one, they brought in a peanut butter jar and put a spoiler on it. It looks cool. It's called the buttered egg. They come up with unique titles. It's just a really hands-on and really creative project, so they do really love being able to design their car and enjoy doing the project.
And last but not least, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, we went and asked you what you're thankful for this holiday season.
What are you guys thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for the many opportunities that NC gives us and all the amazing teachers.
I'm thankful for having a lot of friends and being able to stay in school even though COVID's happening.
What are 3 things you're thankful for?
3 things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for all my friends. And I'm thankful for...
So what are 3 things you're thankful for?
I'm thankful for food, a house, and a car.
That's tight. I like it. All right, thank you. What are 3 things you're thankful for?
I'm thankful to be back because I was in quarantine for 2 weeks and I had to stay at my house, and even I went to my dad's. Another thing I'm thankful. I'm also thankful for my father for a bunch of stuff. I'm also thankful for.
Hey, dude.
Hello.
I'm thankful for probably all my friends that I've gotten throughout this year. I'm also very thankful for my family, like especially my mom. I don't know what I've done without her this year, but yeah. And I'm probably thankful for my girlfriend because that was the light at the end of my dark tunnel, low key. So that's tight. What are 3 things you're thankful for?
3 things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for all the wonderful friends that I have that are a part of my life. I'm thankful for the opportunities I've had to learn and grow in school and stuff. I don't know. And I'm especially thankful for NCTV and the awesome crew that we have here.
He's thankful for me. He forgot to mention it, but he's thankful for me.
Is that true?
Cut.
That's all today, but be sure to tune into the next NCTV.
Yeah, and thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.